where regulators are suing cryptocurrency exchange giant Binance, which they said ran illegal cryptocurrency-based trades with U.S. investors and a sham compliance program.
Binance has been evading U.S.
law.
Of,
a wave of enforcement actions against most crypto exchanges that are currently operating in the U.S.
Clear, intentional method to evade law, and because they're offering to U.S. customers, we felt like this was an important case to bring and sending a clear message across to crypto exchanges and crypto participants across
commentary
the world.
Or an exchange from one VIP team member who was trying to court some of these U.S. market players, saying, "Hi, CZ, I went through a list of affected API clients. It includes a number of large strategic accounts, including, redacted here, a Chicago headquartered trading firm who is currently a top 5 client and 12% of our volume." Zhao's response to that is give them a heads up to ensure they don't connect from a U.S. IP. Don't leave anything in writing.
All this comes at a moment when crypto is actually profiting from the recent banking crisis. Do these regulatory actions and announcements that we're seeing right now, does that sort of put a shadow over that kind of rally?
Hey folks, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So we've had some more developments in this whole CZ CFTC situation. And it's always good to hear both sides of the story because, like we've been saying, you never want to just go off one person's word. You always want to get to the bottom of it, not be thrown a load of clickbait, a load of hype, or a load of negativity just simply based off of a title. So this morning we went through this article before I headed out for the day. I'm back now and there's been a further development. I'm not going to be able to play the video. You've just seen quite a few of the clips, so I think that sort of settles that. I'll leave a link to that actual video so you can go and have a dive into that if you feel like it. But it just simply feels like this is the time to attack crypto. So we have seen a response from CZ, but there's so many things getting put into question, especially with the CFTC chairman going on this morning and actually having this conversation and saying, look, this has been ongoing since 2019, then actually showing comments, statements, saying there's been foul play and actually helping individuals to defeat their own system. It kind of raises questions, doesn't it? And we can't just ignore this. The one thing out of all of this at the moment, which seems to be the only positive thing realistically from this, is it's getting crypto into the main view of the public. The public are starting to hear more and more and more about this cryptocurrency. So sometimes even negative press can actually work for the betterment of the movement. From what I can simply tell out of all of this, right, if there has been some foul play, if they've done these things, it's just going to end up with fines. Literally just going to end up with fines, some heavier regulation, and it's kind of a slap on the wrist, I would say, to Binance if these allegations, these complaints and everything turns out to be true. So I've had a read of this a few times, and it's a big letter, and it pretty much breaks down Binance's side of the story, and it literally states everything from top to bottom and about how they've been complying, and they've actually helped them with a project called Project Lazarus, and it was to do with a South Korean cybercrime unit, and they help with that. They've helped with a lot of things, and as we all know, they help a lot with Lunar Classic, and that means a lot to us. For our community, they've done more than any other exchange ever will do for us. A lot of exchanges never even though they were all putting the posts out, they never actually followed up on the burning, on the tax. Binance just seemed to have played ball. We have more or less shown him some favoritism because we're going through this process of whitelisting certain wallets so they're not affected by the burn tax because they're simply burning a lot already. So that is kind of fair. So this article, I'm going to leave a link to this here as well. But I think the main thing right now is to try and better understand why mainstream media is doing this. If you know, DW News, Fox News, Bloomberg, all of the main sort of press are jumping on this story, and it just seems they're covering up this issue with the banks. They're trying to find a way to take the view of the public's eye off of the banks and onto crypto and saying, look, you know, we've got all these things going wrong in crypto, but don't worry about the millions and millions, billions and billions and trillions that are missing from all the different banks worldwide. It starts to raise this question about magic money. Who really has the magic money? Who really owns the currencies that they possess, right? Because crypto has been determined mostly as an object. There's all these different court cases about it being securities, and that's going to be coming way further down the line. And I think XRP, like I said previously, it's in a situation where it's just pretty much spent the majority of its lifetime going through this huge court battle that a lot of different places like Coinbase and Binance and all these other, so ETH as well as being called a security, could all be heading into these kind of court battles. And XRP seems to be coming out on the back end of it. And if you do some basic research into XRP, you'll find out that it's been tried and tested in different banks across the globe to more or less play a role with the SWIFT system, and then further down the line possibly replace the SWIFT system. So it's a really important part of the crypto community because we can learn a lot from XRP, how the situations they've been in, the books they've been thrown, and what kind of charges have been brought against them. Because the one thing that XRP didn't do was evade the law, right? They just went into the court case and it was all done publicly. Whereas you've got people like Do Kwon who went on the run for 8 months. That doesn't help the crypto community whatsoever. Whereas Binance, well, CZ himself, he's addressing this directly. This helps us. This shows that we're willing to cooperate. If there's an issue, let's look at it. It's all about showing those people at the CFTC who are saying it doesn't matter where you are in the globe, if you're breaking laws within America that affect American people and you've sold stuff to American people, they're going to come get you. And that's a really strong message for them to send, especially when they specifically say about sending a message not only to crypto, but those who are involved in crypto. We should always ensure that we're not freaking out. We're acting because this is what they want. It's like I couldn't think of anything that's been more obvious over the past couple of weeks. And even before this got slapped on CZ, I was saying in previous videos, this possibly could be coming for everybody in the sector. So with all of this kind of stuff that's going on, we just realistically need to keep our heads on, because losing our heads, it's not going to achieve anything but cause panic, right? What's happened has happened. Nothing's changed other than the likelihood of CZ's company getting a fine. Yes, they could shut the whole of the American market out, but I don't think CZ's going to do that on the basis of how much money is possibly in America tied up that can be released into crypto, and how much bigger the crypto market could become if America gets... This could be the road, right, to getting regulation for Americans. This just could be the start, and this could lead to something way different to what it actually started as. So there's always kind of this different trails of thought, right? We're thinking positive, we're thinking negative, we're thinking in the middle, and we're just sort of preparing ourselves simply for all of these different kind of routes that it could possibly take. I'm not a magician, I'm definitely not a psychic, and I definitely don't have a crystal ball. I only own a cat, and she's definitely not a fortune teller. Folks, that's all I've got for you this afternoon. Another video coming this evening, getting back into the standard procedure of pumping out content, trying to keep it real and trying not to feed absolute fear into the community, and just trying to get people to better understand these situations that are in hand and actually breaking down the different perspectives of everything. Like I said, that's all I've got for you today. Folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. Beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anybody pretending to be me. We have got a Telegram chat group if you feel like joining that. We do have a node as well, and you can always drop a simple subscription, a simple like, and a simple comment to help the channel. It really does help us get out there, reach more people, and keep me in this chair working towards this idea of a better crypto community. Catch you in the next one.
Shut your goddamn you.